We have been working on, for the past couple years, as a caucus on several different initiatives to deal with contract reform and procurement reform. We passed a law which required real-time online posting of all contracts that are awarded in the state. We passed an initiative which essentially said that if you have contracts over a certain amount of money, you can't give political contributions to the person who makes decisions. And then in late last year, in the veto session, we passed Senate Bill 51, which comprehensive reform about contracts, independent oversight and review. And what we're looking at right now is an additional building block towards us to restore, I think, faith in which we're operating our government on a daily basis. This is going to be Senate Bill 375, and what we're advocating for is essentially that if the total value of a contract for initial and all renewed or extended terms exceeds $249,999, it should be up for bid and renewal. In Connecticut, they saved millions of dollars. And they've saved millions of dollars quite simply because they open it up for competition. This is about restoring faith and accountability and trust and credibility in our government. And one of the ways in which you can do that is maximize the return on taxpayers' dollars. This is an opportunity to open up contracts in the state of Illinois for rebid so we can maximize the amount of money that we save taxpayers. Everybody on a daily basis in their lives makes decisions about how they're going to spend their money. And they normally get a few bids on something, whether it's for their car or for their plumbing or anything with their house. The state of Illinois needs to make sure we have competitive bidding for any service that we're providing. We can save millions upon millions in doing something like this. And we could say to people, we're doing what everybody else is doing in the for-profit sector. We're doing what everything else is doing in the nonprofit sector. We're spending taxpayers' dollars wisely. I'm optimistic that the Senate is going to continue to take step after step after step towards reform and accountability. I mean, people need to know that we took a very, very difficult step last year, but an important step of cutting the state budget by $3.2 billion. We cut the state budget by $3.2 billion. We also passed a law that authorized every state agency to come up with goals, objectives, and performance-based measurements for programs and employees. In addition, we worked to hold the line on spending. Plus, we're working towards additional contract reform, procurement reform, which is going to save taxpayers' dollars, and we're going to pass pension reform, meaningful pension reform, which is going to save taxpayers' dollars.